Alright guys, we are back. Yes, the quality is not going to be as good because I don't have my webcam. As I said, I couldn't keep it plugged in with my computer charger because I literally just have a little laptop. That's how I film all my videos. Not on the laptop, but like I don't have a fancy computer. I bought one for my assistant, but I don't have one. He's my accountant, but I know. Yeah, so I didn't turn on the red light. It's my grow lights actually for my plants. Yeah. But we're back. So yeah, I'm not gonna be able to tip the camera down because it's on my computer, but I'm gonna show you guys what's in the box as best as I can and everything. This is gonna be old style, like when I first started doing this a week and a half or a week ago. I know the quality is not nearly as good as I've gotten it to, but hey, we're here, we are on, we are streaming, guys. All right, so these are, this is, I don't think you can, yeah, Premier 725s. So this is what I'm actually thinking is gonna work for a lot of my candles, I'm guessing, because a lot of them were right where the Premier 730s were just a little bit too big, where I was getting just a tiny bit of soot, and I knew I could minimize it and even eliminate it with just a size down for a lot of them. So we're gonna try out those. And I don't mess around, guys. I bought like 500 of these. And then I think I just bought, I'm not gonna look at the packing slip. We'll just kind of unbox stuff and, you know, I don't know. It says some of the packing peanut material on it if you look at the bag, but this is, I'll usually buy a size or two down and up from whatever I think is going to work. So I actually bought all the way up to like the Premier 750s, but I'm not going to probably do anything with them, not at least in these containers. So this is a 715. Looks like we got another pack of those. And these are for what I'm using is 6006. Now I have already posted one video kind of testing out, by the way, can you guys hear the music? I don't know if the music's on or not. Is it? I'm just hearing like the outside noises from my windows being open, so I don't actually know if the music is coming through or not. Okay, so anyway, another pack of 715s. And then we got a pack of 735s. 500. Very quiet. Do you want me to turn it up a little? Hey, Sushi. Oh. Let's turn it up a little. There you go. You hear this song a lot in my videos. Okay. So 735s. Like I said, I'll usually just get, even though it's more than likely going to be like a 725 for most of my candles is my guess, I will buy up and down quite a ways just so that way, because you can get variance depending on the fragrance oil. A couple sizes in either direction. It's like dialing in espresso. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you got one of those machines where you can make espresso. When you are doing your candles and your fragrance oils, it's like dialing that stuff in. There's packing peanuts getting all over my laptop. Okay, and then I guess I got 500 more 730s. This is a 500 pack. This is nice. It looks like he puts it like in a giant bag. It's hard for me to really show it all the way, but there's 5 packs in there. And then the last one is a 500 pack of 720s. I mentioned this in a previous video before we get into the oils. So I had started with some Premier Wicks from Aztec or the Flaming Candle, and they were 745s. And if you watch back like my testing footage, you will see me talking about how, you know, happy I was with the 745 with several different fragrance oils from Black Tie Barn. And this would be true of a lot of oils where they would maybe wick kind of more around that area, even though they're going to be a little bit of variance. And I don't know if they were from Aztec or Flaming Candle because I had a bag from each and I only had those wicks out, and I don't remember which company I had chosen for which candles, or if I had just stuck to one. But basically when I got the Black Tie Barn Premier Wicks, they were like 3 sizes different. Now, I highly doubt, and this is just my bias, because Wade uses these wicks so much and he's so scrupulous, I sort of am suspecting that the issue may be with the Flaming Candle or with Aztec. That is my own bias, just because I do know he's very scrupulous. But I noticed that with his Premier Wicks, it was like 3 sizes down from, again, it was either Aztec or the Flaming Candle were the ones I had tried before. So you will see me in my video when I was testing, like testing out test burns on these candles, liking the 745s. But then what I will do with all my candles is I will make, before, when I found something that I like, I will make that candle at least twice, completely as if I was going to sell it to a customer and burn it from top to bottom, and because I'm wanting to make sure my results match up. So when I had tried these other Premier Wicks, it didn't match the other result. So then when that happens, I have to restart. And so what happened was I was basically terracing it down from the 745 to kind of see which ones of his premiers lined up with that. Now, I do think that the Premier Wicks across the board are supposed to be the same. They may have little nuances that are different with like how the wicks are tabbed and that kind of a thing. But my impression is, oh no, did we? Okay, we're still live. My impression is the basic like series is supposed to be the same. But I think that there was a mistake. Again, it's my suspicion that it was either with Aztec or the Flaming Candle. But that's just my hypothesis. So what I decided to do was, because I was getting so many of the oils from Black Tie Barn, I just was like, okay, I'm just going to use the Premier Wicks from them as well, so I can minimize the number of variables. Even though his Premier Wicks do cost a little bit more than the ones from Aztec or the Flaming Candle, but it kind of depends, because he also has the free shipping thing too, right? If you order and they don't, so, you know. Anyways, so we're going to get into some fragrance oils now. You guys are probably very curious what I bought. Have you tried Cocoa Apricot from Makesy versus? Mira, we are just doing a unboxing. I did do an open Q&A for an hour. So I gotta actually get off here pretty quick. I was gonna end at 9, but I'm gonna do this unboxing basically, and then call it for tonight. But I will have more Q&As. I'm trying to make it a weekly thing. What is the diameter of the vessel you're using? It's about a little under 3.5 inches. Okay, so this is the Twisted Pumpkin. Oh, it looks like he's put some black tape on the top, like some electrical tape. That's pretty common. I didn't notice the oils leaking at all, though. My previous order did not have that electrical tape, so I didn't get any spillage, but it doesn't hurt. It does make it harder to open. I mean, if I had like a little pair of scissors, I would be able to get into this easier. But these are all ones that I've tried out in wax, that I went back and got a 16 ounce. And some of them I bought like 2 or 3 bottles. And this is my 3rd order, I want to say. Okay. So, let's see here. I just want to smell these because I know I'm like a 5-year-old. Guys, this scent is so good. It is kind of heavy in the black licorice department though. So if you're not into that type of a vibe, then I might stay away from this. But this has to be my favorite kind of pumpkin scent I've ever smelled. I guess my runner-up might be like Maple Chai and Sweet Cream by, actually, so that's in the Jeff Stanley collection now too, by Makesy. I really like that oil, but that's more of like a maple chai type of a fragrance. This is like a pumpkin black licorice type of a scent. And or if you like black myrrh, for example, it really reminds me of that. God, I love that scent. I'm actually going to keep this one year round. We'll see if customers will buy it year round. I find a lot of times with oils that are marketed like, say they're marketed more for like this one, like a fall scent. Well, I don't know. I'm guessing this was this in his fall collection? You can make them year-round scents depending on how you brand them. Now, this one I'm thinking of calling it, because I'm changing all the names. I'm thinking of calling this the Haunted Orchard. Now, I actually have a specific story that this really reminds me of, and if you've watched my videos previously, you'll kind of know what that is. But anyways, that's first one here. I gotta move a little bit quicker. Oh, we got another bottle of that as well. Okay, and then oh my god, okay, this oil, there's like packing peanut residue on these. He launched with that one along with it. Oh, I see. I didn't know that. I didn't know any of that. You guys think I know all this stuff, and there's a lot I don't know. Okay, this one is called the Dark Dahlia, and I know I've said it wrong in so many videos, so thanks for all you guys who have corrected me, my horrible pronunciation. This is my favorite floral to date. And if you're wondering, the runner-up to this would probably be Cactus Flower and Jade by Candle Science, or Lush Succulent by Brambleberry. Those two oils are very similar. Also very similar to Baja Cactus Blossom that a lot of other companies have, but my favorite of all three would probably be a tie between Lush Succulent by Brambleberry and the Candle Science Cactus Flower and Jade. But this is my number one. Yeah. But this is not, okay, so if you're looking for something that's like a true to life floral, let's see if I can bring this down a little bit. This is not what I would call well, it is a floral, but it's a very clean, elegant, it reminds me of, if you guys ever played Clue as a kid, the Miss Scarlet character from that game. Anyways, I'm obsessed with that oil, and it's one that I would burn in my house. Now, I will say, I have had in my testing a little bit of issues with that oil. The problem being, the character really blooms if it is wicked not too hot. So the candle that I really liked was in the container that I mentioned with 2 HTP 52s. Problem was, it did tunnel just a little bit, so I wasn't quite happy with that. I've decided that I am going to try several other things, and the first one that I tried was 2 HTP 62s. The problem with that candle was it burned too hot. And again, this is with 6006, 8% fragrance oil, and the 3.5 inch diameter. They're like the matte black Cali jars. I get them in different colors and with bamboo lids. So anyways, yeah, that candle burned too hot, and so the fragrance, the character did not come through at all. Well, it came through, but if you smelled it the other way, it smelled almost like if you got your laundry too hot in the dryer, if that makes sense. And so I just wasn't happy with it. I would have been happy with it had I not smelled it the other way, but once I had, you know, so I'm actually going to be, since I was wicking with the HTP Wick series, as we kind of talked about earlier, that wick burns a little bit hotter than the Premiers. So my third candle that I'm going to be making with this scent will probably be with 2 Premier, probably either 2 Premier 730s or 2 Premier, I might even try to do 2 Premier 725s and see if I can get it to work, because I'm trying to keep this one as cool as it can go, because this one, it just really was great with those 2 HTP 52s. The problem was, again, that it just tunneled a tiny bit. I wish the HTP Wick series had more different sizes in between. Oh, guys, I've already got like 2 bottles of this already, maybe 3. But this is my number 1 out of all. Well, I can't really say that because I've only tried 22 oils, but this is my number 1 for sure. This is like one of the most underrated BTB oils in my opinion. I don't know why it only has like 7 reviews. The last I was on there. God, he really tightened this one. Didn't want me to get in here. All right, I'm gonna have to get a wrench for this. But yeah, guys, this oil is killer. It smells like everything I wanted from Kathmandu, but I didn't get. Kathmandu, in order to get that oil to throw, you really had to blend it because it just didn't have the projection on its own. Yeah, I'm gonna get a wrench for this. All right. We have another bottle of the Dark Dahlia. Am I saying it right now? Are you guys still here? I see 30 people. Are you all just watching intently? 26 people. Nobody's talking. Okay. Next. Oh. We have a bottle of the Pier. The packing peanuts really stick to these. It's just static. This. Okay. Desiree, I don't know the top, middle, and base offhand. I mean, you could go to his website, but I'm not on there right now. Can someone maybe check? Okay. I'm like, I hope I'm actually live. Oh, it does remind me of Alistair. Yeah, yeah. Have you smelled Kathmandu by 1617? It reminds me of that too. Okay, the Pier. Guys, this oil I really am in love with. This one did fail its test as well. Well, kind of. I need to burn it again because what happened was I wicked this with 2 HTP 52s in the first test candle that I made, and it did really well until there was like maybe an inch left of wax, and then it just didn't want to burn anymore. And that could just be a fluke. And so what I'm going to do is make that identical candle again and make sure that it will burn all the way to the bottom ½ inch is what I like customers to be able to get. So keep your fingers crossed for the Pier. But I really love this oil. It's not more than likely a problem with the oil. It's just, you know, you have to. Okay, next. Oh, guys, you're going to be so shocked at this. You're going to be so shocked at this. I am so shocked at this that I bought this oil. I'm not a Gourmand person. I'm really not. All right, so can anybody guess what it is? Those of you, do we have any patrons on here? God, I've been on live almost another hour. Okay. Thank you so much, Sushi, for sharing that. So, is that right though? Really? No, they were asking about the Sacred Fog. I don't think those are the right notes for the Sacred Fog. Am I wrong? Yes, it is the pistachio. How did you know that? How did you know that right away? How did you just guess that out of thin air? How do you guys know? Because there's like 5 different ones or more, right? I need to check on the website, but I feel like he has at least 5 different Gourmands. No, it's not the Velvet Brew, but I did like that scent. I may go back for it. Yeah. So I know it's so weird. There's something about this. It smells. I put in my review from the Michelin Guide, not the mall, because it doesn't. If you want a gourmand that doesn't scream mall vendor, meet the pistachio baklava. Yeah, it's really prominent too. And I'll tell you what, when I burned this, I did over wick it. I tried some wicks that I had that were premier wicks that were too big, but the throw was ridiculous. Just ridiculous. It's really unique, isn't it? I feel like, does Candle Science have one of these pistachio scents? I think they do have a good one now too. It's called the pistachio meringue or something, right? I want to say I reviewed that one really highly. I think it's the pistachio meringue. And I think Dupe has one called Ube Macaron or something it has like a pistachio note to it as well. But I would prefer this or the Candle Science oil to the Dupe one. But I do like the Dupe one as well. It's a very heavy gourmand though, Iron Princess. Like, I am shocked that I like it, but it doesn't smell like, you know how so many gourmands you smell them and you're like, oh yeah, this is like walking past Auntie Anne's pretzel shop in the mall. Not that that's bad, but just like, this is something you get at the Ritz Carlton, and you'd want to make sure you have a room booked afterwards. My other favorite, the Midwest one. I haven't smelled that yet. Midwest has a lot of great oils. Like the throw can be really good in a lot of them from what I've tested. I'm not going to lie to you, that company did turn me off at first because a lot of their safety data sheets had some stuff in them that I just would say is not cool. Like, that stuff's really important to me, and some of the pictograms were concerning, but they were removed, and I don't know if that's because they were improperly put there in the first place, or if that is because they amended them because they changed their oils, like revised some. I don't know. But the stuff that I have tried from there has been pretty good. All right. Thank you, Atomic Elf. Those are the notes for Sacred Fog. And thank you, Sushi, for trying to find them as well. But I know the ones Atomic has are right, because I can tell enough. I really wish I could open that oil. I'm going to have to get a wrench. I don't know why it's so tight. He really tightened that one down as if to not let me into it, because this is my favorite. Oh, I just got it. Okay, whatever. So, yeah. This oil should be illegal. It should be illegal. I mean, it smells like Kathmandu, but the way this thing throws is outrageous. Outrageous. All right. Next up, we have another bottle of the Dark Dahlia with packing peanut debris. These packing peanuts are, I shouldn't criticize them. They're made from cornstarch. They're biodegradable, and I talk highly of them. It's just when I'm unboxing, it sticks because of the static to the black. You can just brush it right off. It's not a problem in any way, but it's just the nature of those packing peanuts, really. Okay. And next, guys, I know this one is it's popular for good reason. I think it's the #1 bestseller for good reason. But it was out of stock when I tried to order the last time. I do have at least one 16-ounce already in this. But this oil, it's popular for good reason. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. It's very unique too. Like, it's different than anything I think I've smelled. Yeah. So this is the Bandit. I think I'm going to call mine the Badass. I was thinking of calling it either the Badass or the Dark Academic or the Dark Scholar or I don't know. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry, Desiree. Yeah, I don't think they ship there. I think it's just the US and Canada right now. Okay. So the last... Oh no, this isn't... Did I... How much did I order? There's still a lot of weight to this box. Yeah, the Dark Academia. Oh, yeah, or the Dark... You guys think I should call it the Dark Scholar? What do you guys vote? The Dark Scholar, the Badass, or... What do you think? I don't know. I kind of like the Badass, but the Dark Scholar is good too. Okay. So, this one is called... I've got... I don't know, Sushi. I have not tried that oil. I'm gonna get it though, hopefully next week. So you'll see some videos coming out with these. I know you guys love these fragrance videos. I'm just like... I'm hoping I get disappointed by some stuff, because I swear my videos of this company, they seem almost like I'm sponsored or something. There hasn't been a lot I could complain about. The nerd in me says the Dark Scholar. I like the Badass. Academic sounds like an innocent... Yeah. Yeah. The Sacred Fog description is slightly different when you mouse over the product image. Oh, okay, thank you. No, it's not a dupe for a 1617 scent. I've literally tried every single oil 1617 ever released, and none of them are remotely like that. Crystal Duke. The closest would have been, they had a grass type of a scent, but it's nothing like it doesn't hold a candle to the Graveyard. And I loved 1617's oils. But yeah, their petrichor, there's no comparison to the Graveyard, in my opinion. Okay, so this one is called Rebel Rose, and this is a dupe in my opinion. I think that he might have changed like a little bit, but this is very, 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 very close to Maxie's Dark Rose and Laptinum. Are you guys voting the Dark Scholar? Yeah, no, you're mistaken on that one. I can guarantee it, because like I said, I've smelled everything that 1617 had, and the Graveyard isn't close to any of them. All scholars break rules. Academics are studious and dark. Okay, I like that too. I'm not trying to refer you guys. That's not my point. I'm actually I'm trying to find stuff that I don't like. I did have two oils that disappointed me, and I'd said it in my videos. I think one of them was the Silk Oak. I was disappointed by that. Wasn't there another one? Oh, I think there was. The Siren Song. So, and I know that's one of the most popular ones. Okay. This is the Rebel Rose. I don't really like this oil. Well, yeah, okay guys, so this oil, it smells like a dark kind of bougier rose scent. I'm just not really a fan because it's kind of more perfumey. I sold this oil in my limited edition collection in the fall as an October exclusive as Gothic Rose, and I bought the version by Makesy, which to me this smells literally identical to it. You're just gonna pay like half the price. He might have changed a few things, but I mean, I have a pretty good nose, and so if anything, I like this one more that I remember it. Yeah, guys, give me a community poll. I was thinking of naming it the Badass. Do you like the Badass, the Dark Scholar, or the Dark Academic? What gets the most? What do you prefer? Okay. I thought I opened everything. There still seems like... God, I have a lot of packing peanuts in this order. Oh, this is another bottle of the Bandit. I'm really obsessed with this oil. Yeah, I think it would make a really good perfume roller ball. Yeah, you like the Dark Scholar better? Nobody likes the Badass? Any votes for the Badass? That was what I was thinking of doing. Like, that's what I put on my label, but I can always change it. I'd design and print all my own labels, so. And I'm not releasing these until June. So. Yes, Dark Rose and Labdanum. Oh, yeah, those are all ones that I think I recommended, or that I personally, well, not the Rebel Rose, but the Rebel Rose is one you should at least smell. If you don't like it yourself, like, so many customers like it, so that's why I got just a bottle of it, you know, because I'm gonna do it like I always do in October. Okay, we have a lot of Dark Scholar votes. All right, I'm gonna have to think about it. I appreciate you guys for voting. I think that ends this box. Yeah. So, yeah, I label it both ways and see which one sells better, but the description would be the same pretty much. But that is a good idea. And oftentimes I will change the name on stuff. For example, if I have an oil that I know is really good, like, come on, like, people, for example, if it has really high reviews, and say I'm not selling it nearly as much. Now, part of that could be because of how I'm branding things, right? But part of it also could be because of the name, and it's like the cover of a book. And so oftentimes, if that happens, I will change the name, and I'll just notify customers that the blend is unchanged, you know, and this is what it was before, but I've changed the name. And they're usually totally fine with it as long as they know. I've never had someone, like, take issue, but they just like to know, you know, what is all. I prefer Wilted Rose over Rebel Rose. I haven't smelled Wilted Rose yet, but I will hopefully very soon. Dark Scholar, that's getting a lot of votes. Anyways, guys, that is all I have for this one. Thanks for watching, and I gotta get off. I need to do a few more test candles before the night is over with these new Premier 725s, so wish me luck. Hopefully the Twisted Pumpkin gets a pass. It's failed 7 times, so, but a large part of that is because I'm new to this Wick series, and I had the issue where the ones from one company, you know, I'm not going to go over it again. So we're going to make the Twisted Pumpkin tonight with the 725s, as well as, oh God, what did I have it in my Excel spreadsheet. My mind is like blanking. The Twisted Pumpkin, we're going to do the Dark Dahlia with the 725s. And then there's like 3 other ones that I'm going to do. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. glad we were able to get the unboxing. I know you guys wanted to see it. So I don't know if I'll repost this or not, but thanks for being here. Peace, love, and light, and happy camping.